Welcome back to the show, guys. I am your host, Valentine, expecting you guys are having a wonderful and blessed day. On today's show, we're going to be talking about something real important. This is not going to be a short video because of, obviously, the importance of it, and I don't want to rush it either. We're going to be talking about, and this is important for people who are not only Christian, but business owners, people who are just freedom-loving Americans. That this is who, if this is you, then stay here and watch this whole video. If this is not you, this is not the video for you. We're going to be talking about a pastor in California, John MacArthur, who's defying the lockdown orders by Democrat Governor Gavin Newsom. This is very important because we as conservatives need to know what is the function of the government. Are they the big bosses? Are they the ones who set the rules and do all that stuff? Or we are the ones who ask for the rules and they set them because we are the ones who are in charge? That's right. Remember who it is, guys. It's we the people. We are the people who make the rules. John MacArthur is a pastor who's defying all these laws, right? And we are going to understand why he's defying all these laws in the state of California, because they are making it nearly impossible for him to do what he does, right? We believe, as the president of the United States, Donald Trump, that church services are essential. There's absolutely nothing more important than the eternal salvation of where you're going. Nothing more important. Not the coronavirus, not anything is more important than this right here, right? And he's gonna go through the list of demands that way you see the insanity that they're asking for him, literally making it impossible for him to have his church open, right? They're making it impossible for him because of the demands. They also have revoked a parking permit that he has had for years. Seems like there's a persecution because he's defying the laws just proclamated by Governor Newsom, like they are king. That we don't live in that. We don't live in a king dictatorship or anything like that. But let's get into some. And he's gonna explain it. He's gonna show exactly that way you laugh at some of these things that the government is, at least the local government, is asking. By the way, he has the full support of President Trump and is saying President Trump understands what is the function of government and they should not be in lockdown. He understands. But let's go into John MacArthur to see what he says.
Give you the list of things that are required of us as a church so that you understand how utterly impossible that would be. Here are the basic orders. No indoor meetings at all.
No indoor meetings whatsoever. Who decides that, man?
Pre-registration of every person who comes onto church property. Again,
if you have a business, how are you going to do this? If you're trying to run a business, right? You have huge debt, you had bills, you had this, you had rent, you have mortgage, all that stuff. How are you going to pre-register everybody that comes into your business?
People only allowed on church property for scheduled events. Every person who comes on the property is to be screened and have their temperature taken at the entry. We all must maintain 6 feet of social distance at all times everywhere, including the parking lot and the restrooms. Every other parking space must be left vacant.
How do you do that if you're in a store like for men? How you keep 6 feet apart?
Marked pathways to maintain social distance, keeping people apart, monitored by staff monitors. Everyone always wearing a mask. Restroom monitors to control 6 feet social distancing at restrooms.
How is there going to be a monitor inside the bathroom? Hey, 6 feet away, 6 feet. You, pee on the other stall, 6 feet away. We are encroaching on communist territory here, like literally.
Tape on the ground marking distance, signs indicating these mandates, and also full exposure on social media. Restrooms are to be used during the service to minimize the rush.
So they are getting inside even how they should proceed their services, meaning you got to use the service, the bathrooms at this certain time. So they're even telling you how and when to worship. That's what they're doing, really. That's what they're really doing.
That would be interesting. No hymn books, no communion, no offering containers, no pew Bibles.
Pew Bibles and communion is, you're gonna have to look up what communion is. Is a ritual where Christians do, symbolizing Jesus Christ, right? And they eat a little piece of bread. So, and usually one person gives it out. So no communion, no pew Bibles, meaning pew Bibles are Bibles that are there. They just leave them there in the seats. They call the pews. They're in the seats. So I guess to minimize the spread, minimize the spread, we cannot have common pew Bibles that are there, right?
No singing, no hugging, no shaking hands. Disposable seat covers changed between services.
That's insanity right there. That alone is unattainable. Disposable seat covers change between services. They don't even, and that's the thing. They do it to churches. They do it to this. Why they don't do that to airplanes? And they're literally right there. They don't do that, right? So to some places, yeah. To some things, yeah. And to some other things, no. Why? That's all I'm asking. I'm just saying why.
And the services have to be shortened. That's not a problem to me, right? And based upon the separation, we could only meet in the tent with a maximum of 350 to 400 people. You can see that these are the requirements.
It's just insanity. What they're asking of churches to, again, this is not only churches, guys. Don't get it twisted, as they say in the hood, right? Don't get it confused, guys. This is you. If you're a business owner, this is what they're trying to do. That's why you cannot let them. We cannot let them, because these people are doing mandates that don't affect them. He responds, and he was not supposed to have, again, he's indoors. He's not supposed to have indoor services. He's defying the orders by the government. Again, as Christians, we are supposed to, Romans 13, go read it, says we are supposed to follow the laws of the government. When Jesus get asked, should we pay taxes, Jesus says, give to Caesar what is to Caesar, meaning respect the laws of the government. We're supposed to do that, all that. Until the government intrudes in a manner, especially when it comes to your spiritual well-being, that is literally unattainable. We are commanded to disobey. As the story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the book of Daniel, I think Daniel 3, right? Where they were told, you got to bow down. You got to bow down for that statue. Bow down. If you don't bow down, you're going to get thrown into a fiery oven, right? To the fiery furnace. Bow down. They were like, no, Nebuchadnezzar, King Nebuchadnezzar, no, we're not bowing down. You better throw us in because we're not bowing down again. It's all in the Bible. Now he responds. He starts having his services, right? In the church, they are threatening him with 6 months in prison and fines. And he says, you know what? This is his response. Look at his response. This is on Fox News. Look at his response.
People are coming. We're going to try to be responsible. But look, it put us in jail. Did Gavin Newsom threaten to do anything to you personally for defying, essentially, his order?
No, not personally, but we received a letter with the threat that we could be fined or I could go to jail for a maximum of 6 months. Of course, you know, my biblical hero, apart from the Lord Jesus Christ, is the Apostle Paul. And when he went into a town, he didn't ask what the hotel was like. He asked what the jail was like because he knew that's where he was going to spend his time. So I don't mind being a little apostolic. If they want to tuck me into jail, I'm open for a jail ministry. I've done a lot of other ministries and haven't had the opportunity to do that one. So bring it on.
Pastor MacArthur, I hope everyone across the country takes what you just said to heart because they work for us, not the other way around.
Plain and simple. That's how it works, man. And they gotta, if they're gonna apply laws, they gotta be sensible laws, laws that we are able to follow, laws that make sense. Nobody knows. They're still battling out the data regarding the death rate of coronavirus. Go ahead, type death rate of Rona. Go ahead, type it, Google it, see if you can find it. Nobody knows. And then the CDC comes and says that there was about the 6% that only like 6% died exclusively of the virus. That doesn't mean the other people that died didn't have the virus, and that didn't exacerbate the other conditions that they had. So, you know, I mean, there's a debate there, but again, they don't know. They're constantly changing up recommendations. They don't know. Tell me how many people are dying. It seems like for some reason more people are being positive, yet tested positive, yet not the same amount of people are dying. Can I make a decision as a grown man? Because there's a pandemic, that does not invalidate the laws of the Constitution. That doesn't give the governors extra, and mayors and president even extra power to exert their power on us when this country is about we the people. Thank you for the people that have made it this far, man. I haven't done a long video on this channel like this in a while. I think I want to start doing them. I asked in a video before if you guys want to see a little bit longer videos. Let me know if you want to see a little bit longer. I feel if I do them longer, I mean, I know for you guys, I would not stop doing the short videos. I would not stop doing them. But when I do the longer videos, I feel a little bit more at peace because I'm able to take my time and give my this is not a buzzword, my nuanced approach. My nuanced approach, right? And I'm able to just take my time with it and speak a little bit more relaxed and more all that stuff. So let me know if you guys want to see. I think these long videos are good also. I used to, me personally, I used to drive and put on a podcast or a long video like that and just go wherever I'm going and have not to, especially when you're driving, you don't have to worry about putting new videos on and all that stuff. So it has its market. I just want to know if the people on the Valentine show, because you guys are the bosses up in here, man, if you guys want this type of content a little bit longer. Enough of my rambling. Remember to like, comment, share, do all that good stuff. It helps me. Turn on the notification. We are doing massively on the growth that the channel is getting. This is just the beginning, guys. We're gonna make something very special here in the Valentine Show. Something that is not out on the internets right now. God bless, Godspeed me, Valentine. I am out.